Just to okay, let me do it this way. I want to see if I could make comment. I know. Okay, good. Okay, good. It's fine. So what is cost volume profit analysis? Let's start from here. Cost volume profit analysis now is a composition of three accounting words.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, it's a composition of three accounting words. We have cost, we have
Volume
volume,
and profit.
and we have profit. Now, if you remember, what we want to what we want to do here is the cost here is equal to total cost of production. And if you divide it by the unit you have per unit cost of production, right? Are you with me?
Yes.
Now, the volume here stands for quantity produced, while the profit there, are you with me?
Yes.
Profit there is equal to sales minus total cost, right? So by cost volume profit analysis, what we want to do is what is our analysis is actually detailing what is the cost of production, what is the cost of production. Are you with me?
Yes.
What is the volume that will be profitable, that would be least profitable. And to achieve this, there's a point called break even, because the least profitable or the least profitable will be equal to is achievable. Are you with me? When
Yes.
the um, sales is
The
higher,
least what?
the least profitable
The least.
is achievable when the sales is higher than the fixed cost, than the total cost. I mean,
When
but
the
at
sales
yes, it's
is
higher
higher.
than the total cost. But at break even, but at break even, you will at break even your total cost, your sales process is equal to total.
Wait, to at break even
Your sales is
is
equal
equal
to
to sales plus total cost, abi?
sales is equal to break even.
Ah,
At break even, sales is equal to
no.
yes.
Explain again.
I said
At
at
break
break
even.
even,
Mm-hmm.
what you
Mm-hmm.
sell will be equal to your total cost.
Okay, wait. At break even, sales equals to total cost.
You want to know what is the cost of
But
production?
that means, wait, it means that if you break even, it just means that you only recovered your costs, your total cost of
Exactly.
production. You did not
You've
make
not
a profit.
yes, you didn't make a profit. So at that
Okay,
point, that's the least profitable production level.
okay. So so break even, which is sales equals to total cost, is the least.
profitable level.
Product
That means
profitable level
anything you produce below that level will result at a
is
loss.
lost. Yes.
Yes. Do you get my point? Or
Yes.
anything you sell below that level will be equal to loss. So now we are saying that break even is also known as cost. Yes.
Break even
What we want,
or
yes,
a
that,
loss.
yes. At the midpoint between the profit and the loss margin is the break even. I'll be doing for multi-product. So for tonight, we'll be doing for single product analysis. So in the next class, we'll be doing
Hold
multi-product
on,
analysis.
please. We will be doing with for single and multiple, abi?
Single and multi-product.
Multiple products.
Multi-product, not multiple product.
More
Multi-product,
multi-product. Okay.
meaning products more than two.
More than one.
More
Yes.
than one, I mean.
Multi-product,
Yes,
right?
multi-product, yes.
Okay. Multi-product analysis, abi?
Yes,
So today we are doing
single product.
single
product.
single product analysis.
So the CVP analysis is a particular example of a what if analysis because it's analyzing what revenue, are you with me? It's
Yes.
analyzing the revenue function, revenue, cost, and volume that can produce a certain amount of profit. So the question is, what if we produce this? Can we still make profit? What if we do this? Can we still make profit? You understand? It's a kind of triggering of cost.
Yes.
If we reduce our price from 20 to from 50 to 20, what quantity can we produce that would make us realize 20, given that our cost is constant? So that's the kind of analysis we'll be doing with cost volume profit analysis. Are you with me, please?
Yes.
Now, this is a simple idea. So at this point here, you have, let's solve this together. Although this, don't expect this one in exam. So we have, for this analysis now, the question is the break-even point. Okay, we've said that now. Find the break-even point is simple in this says 120. Now, the question this illustration is trying to pose. Can you please read this illustration?
It's tiny now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, finding the break even point is simple. In the following illustration, sells for $200 and contributes 160 towards covering fixed cost of selling price per unit, less variable cost per unit. Should I continue?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so the selling price per unit is 200. The variable cost per unit is 40. So invariably the contribution per unit is 160. See, can you explain that concept of contribution again?
Now, the simple idea of contribution is this. In literal term is what is the unit contributing to fixed cost? I will explain because this looks a little bit like causing more problems. Abi?
Mm, explain.
Now, what we are trying to analyze with this is this. If you sell 200 let's use this for instance, and you have a variable cost of 60.
Like
uh,
what?
like variable costs.
Like what?
Variable costs like direct materials, direct labor, and variable overheads.
Okay, okay.
Yes, you have variable cost. And then you have a fixed cost of, let's say, let's use this one for instance, 600,000. The idea of contribution is this: when we deduct this from this, it means each sales that we make is contributing 160 to reduce the fixed cost. Do you understand?
Mm-mm.
What I mean is this: irrespective of whether you make a sale or not, your rent remains constant.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what contribution simply means or is saying in real sense is, for every unit of beat that you sell,
Mm.
your rent is reducing,
Mm.
right? So what is each sales of bead contributing to reducing your rent? Simple. That's contribution.
Okay, so are you trying to say that what is the sales that I make in the sales that I make in selling my bead, right?
Yes,
What is the particular amount that I'm making from it that will contribute to reducing my rent? Is that what you're
yes,
saying?
yes. That's what
So
that's
invariably, so invariably now that the materials that I use, the labor, maybe I hire somebody and all of that, by the time I reduce it from what I sell, eh?
yes.
So the remaining one is not necessarily the profit. The profit is after I have deducted my fixed cost
Exactly.
per unit, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So it's just like, so instead of saying, are you saying now that contribution is just like gross profit?
Exactly. That is it.
Okay.
So now the question here is, what quantity will I sell to make a profit? Or what is the
But
least
why are they calling it contribution? Shey is it because it's
cost?
management
Yes,
account?
exactly.
Okay, so because it's management account, it's not necessarily
It's not a
like
profit
a
item
cost.
until, if we don't use marginal costing, we don't use profit. What we use is contribution, because we believe that profit in a way is an abstract figure. For financial accountant, they
Mm,
consider depreciation and all that.
mm,
But here we don't consider all that. What we want to do is costs that are actually involving movement of cash most of the time, or that are directly
okay.
attributable to producing unit of item.
Okay, so that's why we always deduct our depreciation.
Exactly.
Anything that does not involve cash
Yes,
will not be considered.
exactly. When we get to relevant cost, I will explain better.
Okay.
Like I taught you relevant cost for revision now.
Oh, my head don't jump back.
Okay, so let's look at what is the total quantity that you can produce that week. What's the minimum quantity you can produce? You have 600,000. Have you?
That's fixed cost too.
Yes, exactly. Divided by 160. It means this one literally means that at each sales you make, they are reducing your fixed cost. So how many will you sell that will now take care of your fixed cost? That's 3,750. That's the break-even unit.
Okay, so that's that's BEP in
Quantity.
units
Exactly.
is equal to fixed cost all over. contribution.
Exactly.
Okay. So we are saying that the total, the per unit quantity that I am going to produce to be able to take care of my fixed costs, right?
Yeah, yes, will be 3,750 units.
Okay.
Does it make sense to you?
Yeah, better.
So they said the following data relate to PQ, product PQ. So that product PQ. All figures are assumed correct. Fixed cost this. Number one is the same break-even point in unit, Abi.
Mm,
And for the break-even point in unit, we have fixed cost divided by contribution, Abi.
mm.
And don't forget to always do contribution per unit,
First. Mm.
Abi. So we have here we
Okay.
have to get contribution. It is equal to 25 minus 20, Abi.
What's 25?
25 is the selling price.
Oh, selling price minus variable cost.
Exactly. So we have 5, Abi. It means
Oh, wait, oh, wait. We need to come back. You know that.
I'm with
Okay,
you.
so contribution is like profit, but it's not profit as it were, like abstract profit.
Exactly.
Like you have not really gotten your profits because you still have some costs that are fixed and have not been taken care of.
Exactly.
Okay. And those variable costs are the direct material,
Direct labor
direct labor,
and variable
direct
overhead.
skill, and direct variable overhead. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Understood. Okay, go ahead.
So then break-even point unit will now be, we said variable point unit equals fixed cost over contribution per unit. So here we
Mm-hmm.
now have 500,000 divided by 5, Abi.
Yes.
We have that 100,000 units.
That you are going to sell for you to be able to break even.
Exactly.
Okay.
Do you understand it now? Very simple, Abi. I made a mistake here. Oh. What you have here is 50,000, not 500,000. I mean in the question.
Okay, 50,000 divided by 5.
Yes. That would be 10,000 units.
Mm.
Abi?
Yes.
So let's go to the second one. Calculate the second one is saying calculate the level of activity that is required to generate a profit of 40,000. Now the B part is saying targeted profit. Targeted profit.
Why are you calling it targeted profit?
Now
Because you have already created like a particular amount of profit that you want to make.
exactly. They said they've given us a target that either you like it or not, you
That's
must
okay
make.
for you to be able to get this particular amount of profit. This is how
Exactly.
much
You have
you
to
need to sell.
no. What they gave us was, see, Mr. MD, what we need as profit at the end of the day must not be less than 40,000.
Mm-hmm.
So what we want to do now is we want to determine what unit can we sell that will give us the 40,000 target that the shareholders have given
Anyways,
us.
the unit is not quantity.
Exactly.
That's what I said now. I said, what quantity can we sell for us to be
Okay.
able to
I
make
didn't get that.
that 40K profit?
Okay, good. So we have 40,000 plus what's the fixed cost here? 50,000, Abi.
50,000. Mm.
And what's the contribution per unit?
Divided by 5.
So that's 90,000 divided by 5,
So
Abi.
that 5, wait, are we dividing the 5 by 50,000 first, or are
No,
we
it's 90,000. We'll
subtracting?
first add the
Are
two.
we, oh, 90,000 first?
Yes.
40 plus 50 divided by 5.
Yes. So
Okay.
that gives us 18,000 units. That's the minimum we can sell to get 18,000 profit.
So that means you have to target 18,000 units. You have to sell
Yes,
18,000 units for you to be able to make at least a minimum of 40K profit.
exactly.
Okay.
The third one is the company budgets to sell 13,000 units of product PQ. Calculate the margin of safety. And the margin of safety, are you with me, please?
Mm.
The margin of safety is the extent to which is the extent to which the budgeted level or the budgeted quantity, let me use quantity to avoid, exceeds the break-even given quantity. Are you with me?
So that means you have to get the budgeted quantity and the break-even quantity.
Exactly. So the budget, the question will give you the budget.
Okay.
So yeah, the margin of safety, the MOS, will be equal to,
Why do they call it margin of safety?
now, how safe are you? You know, anything you are doing now, let me give an instance, a literal instance before we now go to accounting. Okay, a man is saying that, okay, you felt that what you shall need to scale through for this week. Okay, let's even use this cash issue that we have now.
Mm,
What you need
mm,
for a week is
mm,
50,000 naira.
mm,
That's the cash you need for a week. If
mm,
you get 70,000 naira at the end of the
mm.
day, it means you are safe with 20,000. So you can still play around 20,000. Do you understand?
But you cannot touch your 50K because that 50K is what will
Is the
make you
minimum you can
scale
actually play
through.
with. Yeah, exactly. So the
Mm,
extent to which you exceed your limit is called the margin of safety, because at that point is how safe you are. If there's anything that happens to 50,000, 50,000 still becomes 55, you are still safe. If it becomes 60, you are still safe. If it becomes
mm,
70, you are, so at that point you can still exceed your break-even point. So that's when what you have is actually greater than the point at which you have a loss.
mm. You still come back again, oh, but just continue.
So the budgeted level is, what's the budgeted level here? 13,000, abi? And what's our break
Minutes.
even? 10,000, abi? So it
Mm-hmm.
means our margin of safety. How I wish PM is this simple all the days of our life.
How can this be?
What is it? What is it?
Why do you say you wish it was simple like this?
I wish everything in PM is this simple.
PM. Ah. Mm. I don't think any subject is difficult. It's just for you to understand the
No,
basics.
so
Once you're able,
some are
once
just,
you're able to understand the basics, which is what I want to try to understand. Once I'm able to understand it, like now, I was just cramming the formulas then, but
oh,
now, I don't need to cram the formula. I know I have like a base for the
yes,
reason why okay, this formula is like this. So
exactly,
that if I need to play around it, if there is a question they ask me, if they now give me contribution and ask me to find fixed cost, I know how to go about it.
exactly,
And I know, okay, that okay, this is what this one is, this is what this is, and this is how I can get this other figure.
exactly.
So by
Oh,
the time I go over the video again now, I will be able to fully understand, like a revision. I'll be
exactly.
able to
That's
fully
it.
understand the formulas without necessarily cramming anything. Like once I see contribution, okay, what gives me my contribution? I know what gives me my contribution. I know how I'm getting my contribution. So when a question comes, I'm able to go about it in different level corners, and I'll be able to arrive at the same answer.
Exactly. That's PM. The issue with PM is people make it difficult. Like they don't but though it's not our fault too. Many people don't
No,
even
I didn't
understand.
see it as difficult then. It's just that what you don't know, you don't know.
Exactly. What you don't know, you don't know.
That was what was the matter. You understand? Like Shebi, I didn't do question one in
Uh,
FR and I still passed.
you didn't do question one.
Why will I do question one? I was asking you that time about um blockchain, and I didn't read it. You said that we should just read it just in case. But it was not if I was treated in class. That's how I was asking. That's how I'm asking for the like course outline or something that I know that okay, this particular topic I have not touched it. That's what I did in my previous exams. I knew that this particular topic I've not touched it. So no matter what, I still went back to still see, okay, what is even this thing talking
So they
about? If you
tested
just to have
blockchain
a
in number one.
yes now.
Fancy.
Mi ò tẹ̀ kó ká ní mo tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé crypto ni blockchain ni. Màá mọ nǹkan tí mo lè kọ. Mi
But
ò mọ
ICANN is
òtẹ̀ náà.
mad though. ICANN is mad. How would they be testing
You
cryptocurrency?
remember even if you check my chat
No, I remember
on
telling you that I remember saying that
yes,
blockchain
now
is
I
possible.
asked now because I was looking at all the outlines that Ayomide gave us, and I was ticking the one I have touched. As I was reading, I was ticking. When I got there, I saw that blockchain. That's why I asked, and I saw that she did not do it. Even her, she was surprised when
No, 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 no,
when we were talking
normally,
after the
normally,
exam.
the funny thing is we just give it as outline because we don't expect examiners, except if it's a woman that said the
It doesn't
question.
matter. See, what I believe is just give me everything that
It's
you
not easy
whether
to.
they
The thing is, it's not easy to give everything. The syllabus is wide. Let to be honest,
but um,
the syllabus is very wide, and
like in our own now, it was this person's outline I used. Ahmed, he gave us that outline in FR. So I was using that outline with what you guys are teaching us in Excel, in Android. So when I announced, that's why I called blockchain. So in my mind, I was like, okay, we out last syllabus law.
no, go balance syllabus law. Blockchain is still there,
Pé
but
nítorí ẹ̀ lẹ̀ ṣe treat it because she didn't treat it.
no, the
She
thing is
touched
that
everything except that blockchain.
with nobody will expect I can text person.
That me for me, so long as it is part of
The
it,
syllabus.
like just write it down.
It's just a fraction of the current issues.
But ó jáde now. Ó lẹ ní question one compulsory. I did not do it, but I shall pass because I know the other ones. So if you do what you don't know, you don't know. That's
Yes,
bottom line.
that's the bottom line. Oh. What you don't know, you don't know. So now the next thing we want to do, like look at is the margin of safety percentage. So we have 13,000 minus 10,000
Which is
over
the which is the contribution wait oh,
the break-even point.
where did you go? Okay. Which is the BEP in unit abi?
Exactly.
So that 13,000 is the budgeted abi?
Yes.
So budgeted sales in unit minus BEP in unit. Why are you dividing by 13,000 again?
Because that's the
Like,
budgeted sales. So I'm looking at the MOS percentage, the margin of safety percentage.
okay, the minus. So okay, so that's 3,000 divided by 13,000 abi?
Exactly.
Okay.
Times 100,
Okay.
what do we have?
I have to make my calculator. Oh, I've left it. And that small calculator, me, I'm not used to that small calculator.
That's 23.07%. Around 23%.
3,000 divided by 13,000 abi
Yes.
times 100. 23 point, 23.1,
Is it- Okay.
23%.
Yes. So that's it. So now the next one is we should calculate the CS ratio. So the contribution
Wait,
state.
let me write the margin of state formula first. Because I was listening, I prefer to listen. Okay, just go ahead, continue. Go ahead. Since
Okay.
you are recording it, maybe will you send it immediately?
Not immediately. I
Ah,
was. I
like how
was.
many
What
how
I would.
many days will it take you?
No, it should not take me this. But the thing there is that I have to. Once my battery is on 40%, I have to stop the class because it takes time for it to convert to video. So I have to stop the class and then convert this to this thing. So I will now upload it on my Google Drive. So I will just give you the link.
Okay,
You
so
get
it
my point?
depends on your battery or what?
Yes, exactly.
Or is it that because I don't still have lights?
No, we just switched off the gen not long ago.
Okay, you are on generator.
Yes.
But if your laptop is charging, bye bye.
It's not charging again. We switched straight off. Just not long ago.
Oh, you switch off the gen. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Oh, voila. How many percent is your battery now?
60, 70% or so. But this 70% will
Okay,
still last me for 45 minutes. And I'm almost running up with the single product.
okay.
Mhm.
But okay.
But I
So
only
the
need to.
single product is where we have all these break even.
Yes, yes. It's the same
But
thing
if
for
you now
same thing too for multi-product. The only difference between single product and multi-product is we are producing for single product is straightforward. We are doing for just one product. But for multi-product, we are saying what if you produce X and Y simultaneously? What unit of X would you produce and what unit of Y will you produce to break even? That's what multi-product is. How we now need to do break-even mix.
okay, okay,
It's like it's simple, it's
okay,
still the same.
okay, yeah, go ahead. But it's like they brought out this type of question, but it was difficult a bit. Maybe because I didn't know it. Sha.
Or if you have a question on the one that was brought last diet, you can bring it. You
We'll
can
solve it now
yes, you
tomorrow.
can solve.
We'll solve it tomorrow.
Okay.
Aago
So
mélòó la máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ class lọ́la?
let's look at six or let's look at 6 or 7. By 7
So
we're
that we
getting
can do longer hour.
by 6 or 7 we're getting well.
Ṣùgbọ́n ráyè rest bẹ̀.
I know any period before May is always like that. October, November, then April, March, April, May is always like that because it's March and April people used to remember they want to write exam.
I'm remembering since last year, but I'm just like you are not saying anything. That means maybe, and I said that you are not even doing anything in class. So I just guess that you're not
Yes, we did
holding any
honestly I did
class.
because they me teach all the subjects. Last day I decided
Now edit all this talk away from the
I will do.
video when you're singing.
Yes.
No problem.
So
It was always on my mind, but I was just like, oh, I will read, sha, I will read. But I now discovered that can't go on like this. So. Oh, yeah.
so the CS ratio is looking at what is the percentage of contribution to sales, just like our gross profit margin.
Mm.
So here is looking at the percentage of contribution to sales. So we have here, what is our contribution?
Contribution divided by 6.
Yes, so our contribution per unit is 5.
It's 100.
over 25
Yes.
times 100. So what do we have? So we have 20%. That's our CS ratio. So they said the next one we should express.
Wait. Sales abi.
Yes.
Where did we get? Did we solve for it for 25, or is
No, it's
giving
in the
it the question?
question. It will always be given. Your sis will
Is-
always be given.
Okay, okay.
Now, it's like I lose break even again, but they're now expressed in Naira. So we have break even point in Naira. Abi?
Mm.
Or break even point in value. Let me just put value. So here we have fixed cost over CS ratio. Or break even point quantity times selling price. You should get same answer. So let's try
So
the
BEP quantity is 10,000 now.
yes,
Okay, times selling price. So to get the selling price, sha.
that's 25. The is given.
Okay, 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 okay.
So let's try the first one. How much is the fixed cost?
This
50,000
cost is
abi?
40,000. 50,000, sorry.
Divided by what is the CS ratio? We have 20, that's
20,
0.2.
20. Okay.
Yeah, so we have 50,000.
Okay, because no, that's 20. That means we have to put it percentage, Nabi.
Yes, 20 percentage. Yes, 20%.
So we're supposed to put percentage.
Yes.
No, in this 20 that you first of all got up here,
Yes, you put it in percentage.
put the percentage now so that I'll know that it's from this place that you got your 0.2. Okay, 20%.
So we have
Okay.
50,000 divided by 0.2 abi? And that's
Mm,
5,000. Let's try the second method. So you have, what's the break-even point in quantity if you remember?
10,000 times 25.
Uh,
I kuku solved it in exam. I tried now, but I didn't still pass.
oh, sorry.
No, me. I believe that God. Why I was not unhappy. I was happy that I passed my FR because I got the right teaching and I can solve. If you ask me anything, I might have forgotten, but I will remember somehow and I will answer you.
Mm,
But in PM, I'm not grounded. So if I pass, I just pass by luck.
and it will still affect your SFM.
So that's what I believe God did for me. So I was not unhappy. I was not unhappy at all. Because I don't like to let my people go
Yes,
pass.
it's not really the best. So we
I
have
did not
here
pass. Yes.
required, we have 40,000 required profit, and then we're looking at quantity abi. So here you would have
If you calculate the sales revenue that is required to generate a profit of 40,000. Okay. So that one because the roads that is required.
yes,
That other one was the target, Abi.
yes. They are still the same thing. Either required profit or target profit is
And
the
so,
same thing.
but because we are using CS ratio now because it's we are doing it in naira, Abi, not in
Exactly,
quantity.
exactly. So here we now have
So,
90,000.
CS ratio, is it talks about the value of it.
Exactly. The value of sales in contribution to, the value of contribution in relation to sales.
Okay.
So we have 90,000 divided by 0.2, abi? That's
Mm-hmm.
45,000. Let's try here if we have the same answer. Here it will be our targeted profit quantity, which is 18,000, abi? So that's 18,000 times 25. That's 45,000. Do you understand?
This 90,000 is 40,000 plus
50,000.
50,000.
Yes.
Okay. Times 0.2. Okay.
Any question?
For now, no.
So in our next class, this was what I was explaining the other time with the graph. Saying at this point, you have your profit. Are you with me?
Mm-hmm.
At this
Mm-hmm.
point, you have
Mm-hmm.
your loss. And at the middle, you have your break even.
Mm, mm.
So at the end of it, so in the next class, we'll be doing multi-product and then we'll be solving examination type questions. Are you with me? But the thing is that
Okay. But does single products come out
yes,
more than uh,
single product comes out more than the this thing. I know
so
you've yes,
tomorrow is next class, Abi.
yes.
Am I going to get like a material of what you have done so far?
Let me see. I'm not sure I will have the time to compile before the
Okay.
next class. I'm not very sure because I have class 8 to 12,
Okay, but
11 to 12.
you can look for questions that I can do that
Yes,
can give you as an
yes. I
assignment.
have this thing already. Or
And
better still, let me
will
give you
you mark
this.
it if I do it
Uh,
and give me feedback?
let me send you this one if you can attempt. I'll send it to you on WhatsApp.
No wahala.
I like this. So we can call it a night here. Hopefully we'll continue the next